channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be sitting down and doing a little get ready with me using some newer makeup products in my collection. Not necessarily new out on the market, but just new to me. These beauties came into my life recently. Something was gifted to me. A couple other things I picked up on my own, but just thought it would be fun to put my makeup on with you guys today. So let me show you the things that I'll be putting on my face in this video. I did get a foundation stick. This is called Skin Sticks from Coloured Raine. Let's see, this says multi-use foundation stick, and it's in the shade 320N. I have never used a stick foundation like this before. I'm really excited to give it a try and see what I think of it. I'm not sure that the shade is perfect for my skin tone, but we'll see. Maybe it is. You know, I think that often and it works out just fine. I'm also going to be using this eyeshadow palette from Wayne Goss that my dear friend Jan Van sent to me. This is the Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl Moonstone. This is a brand I have wanted to try for the longest time, but because I am cheap, I don't normally get high-end or luxury makeup products, so this I am so excited to use. I think this is a beautiful color story. I definitely will be using this blue shade in the look today. Absolutely. Super excited and just thrilled that Jan sent this to me. I will also be using a new blush from Moira Cosmetics. And this is Signature Ombre Blusher in 08 Soft Berry. And I just think this is such a beautiful shade, or shades in here. I love the ombre-ness of this. Isn't that cool looking? And it's got some really pretty like embossments on the blush. There's like a rose and like foliage and butterflies, which you guys know if you've been watching my channel for a while, I just love butterflies. They're very special and precious to me. And I think that's pretty much it for the newer things I will be using for this video. So I do have both of my brows done, and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. I'm just going to be doing one eye on camera today to hopefully save some time here, because I know we have other more important things we need to be doing, right? Okay, so let's get into the Wayne Goss palette. Again, this is called Pearl Moonstone. Why I can't remember that, I don't know. And I think what I'll do is start off with, I'm thinking maybe this shade right here. And is that a name? No, it's just 02, I think. So no shade names. And I'm gonna be putting that in my transition area. And today, as I film this, Monday, March 4th, is my son, my baby's 22nd birthday. I cannot believe he is 22. Unreal. And my daughter will be 25 this year, and I will be 50 this year. And you know, I'm not really freaking out about turning 50 at all, but I am kind of freaking out that my kids are 22 and 25. I don't know why, but I just kind of am. I don't know. It's just your kids hit certain ages and you're like, wait, what? How did that happen? How is that possible? And it was really nice because he and his girlfriend came into town yesterday, and my dad and I and Paul and Braden and his girlfriend, we all went out to dinner to celebrate his birthday and also to celebrate his new job that he'll be starting in July. So exciting. I'm so proud of him. And it was just wonderful to have dinner. We went to this amazing Mexican restaurant here in town that we love. It's like our family place to go. And, you know, had a wonderful meal and just sat and talked and laughed, and it was really nice, really great. And just, you know, kind of reminiscing about Braden's life growing up and just all the funny, goofy things he used to do. And, you know, he just was he's always been such a wonderful light in my life. You know, he was the easiest baby, because his older sister was not an easy baby. I don't know, she just was a lot more, I guess, like type A type baby than Braden was. She just was a different being, different child than he was. You know, wonderful child, of course, she was wonderful, but just a lot harder for me. And I think a lot of that was just because she was my first, and I hadn't really been around a lot of babies at that point in my life, you know, other than to babysit, but I usually would babysit like toddlers. So, you know, it was just a whole new ball game for me. But when Braden came along, he just was this easy, mellow, happy, Just, I don't know, just really easygoing baby, really easy to take care of and just to be around and stuff. He slept really good. Sydney did not sleep well. Part of Sydney's not sleeping well is because she had chronic ear infections, you know, and that really does not feel good. It hurts. So he didn't have that to deal with. And I don't know, he just really a happy little buddy, just really happy. And I like that a lot. It's really nice, really a nice gray, cool toned gray. Of course, gray would be cool toned. I can't imagine a warm toned gray, can you? So now what I want to do, of course, is deepen this up. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, this darker gray matte shade, and just kind of deepen up the crease with that. But yeah, once Braden got into like grade school, he was a little bit more of a challenge. He was just a squirrely kid, you know, just a squirrely boy. Just, you know, did not want to sit still, wanted to make a lot of noise. There was a lot of times I would get notes home from his grade school teachers saying, you know, Braden needs to learn how to sit his butt on the floor or in his desk and like pay attention and listen and not be so goofy. He was a great student, you know, did really well in his classes. It took him longer to learn how to read than it did Sydney. Sydney's always really been into reading, and that was really not Braden's strong suit. He's really not that big of a reader now. But once he got that figured out, it just took off, you know, and then he was a really good reader. But, you know, I can remember going to his first grade class and like volunteering, and his teacher was a new teacher, so first year teaching in a class. And there were like, I don't know, 30 to 35 6-year-old kids in her class. And she would want them to sit in a circle for like 45 minutes doing like the calendar and the days of the week and this, that, and the other thing. And basically the entire time she would just be sitting there telling them to sit still, quit touching each other, stop talking. And, you know, I'm not an educational expert by any means, but I finally went up to her and said, after seeing this several times, I went up to her and I said, you know, I hate to tell you what to do here. I'm not really trying to tell you what to do, but I think your expectation of having all of these 6-year-olds sit in a circle for 45 minutes is a little much. It's a little out of whack here with what they're capable of doing at this time in their life. And I just don't know. I don't know. But I think she did end up like having the circle time be a little less, not quite as long. So anyway, I just learned that Braden was a very active kid and that he needed a lot of like outdoor stimulation. And so I put him into sports. I'm going to go back in with this brush, nothing additional on it, just kind of blend that a little bit. I put him into sports when he was like 5, no, 3. I put him into soccer when he was 3, and he played soccer until he was like, I think in the 2nd or 3rd grade or 4th grade, something like that. And his coach said, I don't know that soccer's the right sport for him. I really think that football would be great because he's very physical and he would get pretty physical with the kids on the soccer field. He said, I just think football would be good for him. So I put him in flag football his 5th grade year and he loved it. And then starting in 6th grade, he played like football. So I really like how those two jibe together. Very nice. So now I'm going to deepen up the outer V with this shade right here, this black matte. So yeah, he played football and basketball throughout middle school. Stopped playing basketball when he went into high school, but did play football in high school and was a great athlete, you know, really a good athlete. Really fun to go and watch him play. And, you know, I would just scream myself hoarse in the stands. His nickname is Bubby. So I would just scream, go Bubby! The whole time. It was wonderful. And we also call him B. It was either go Bubby or go B. And yeah, he was a great athlete, you know, and it was so good for him to have sports because it just really channeled his like frenetic energy into something that was good for him to channel that energy into. Because I mean, I used to get notes home when he was in middle school from his teachers saying that Braden thinks he's going to be the next Jim Carrey, which is wonderful, but I'd really rather he not do that in my classroom. And I'm like, really? You don't want him to do that in your classroom? So I'd be like, Braden, dude, you're hilarious, okay? You're really funny, but let's do that not in class, okay? Geez. He had a couple teachers that really did not like him very much, which was a little frustrating to me because, of course, I'm his mother. And, you know, I know it's hard. I mean, there's no way I could ever be a teacher. My mom was an 8th grade teacher her whole career, and I don't know how the heck she did it, because I would go to class with her sometimes, like, you know, if I was home on Christmas break from college or something, and I'd go into her classroom and I would want to wring these kids' necks. You know, they were such smart asses and just wouldn't, you know, I mean, they loved my mom and they were very, you know, pretty much respectful to her, but just in general, you know, they were just pains in the asses. And I was like, there's no way I could do this. So, I mean, I understood that, you know, Braden needed to get his act together, but sometimes I felt like they were a little, I don't know, a little too harsh on him, maybe just because I'm his mother. I've never been a helicopter parent, ever. And, you know, when he would act like a jerk in school, he would get in trouble. You know, it's not like I just, oh, it's okay. No, I never was like that. But there were just some things that I felt like, okay, chill out a little bit, you know, let him have a little bit of fun, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a teacher, so maybe that's not the right attitude to take, but I don't know. I could just tell that a couple of his teachers kind of had it out for him a little bit, and that was not very fun. Not very fun. But, you know, he got through school and, you know, graduated from high school. I'm going to go back into the shade just a little bit. You know, did really well, got good grades, a great athlete, like I said. And then, you know, now he's in college. He's going to graduate this year, has his first job already lined up. So, you know, he's done pretty damn good. I'm very proud of him. You know, he's just funny. I would love for him to come on my channel and film with me. I've been trying to get him to do that since I started. And he doesn't really want to do that, but I hope someday he will, because I think you guys would love him. He's so funny, and us together, we like play off each other, so it's pretty fun. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this beautiful blue shimmer and put this all the way across the lid, and then I think I'm going to pop that. Well, that might be too dark. Maybe I'll pop that on my lower lash lines. I don't think I'm going to use this shade today. I don't think. So yeah, that's going across my lids. Alrighty. I don't think I'm going to spray this initially. I think I need to. Ooh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. I really like the mattes. The mattes are so nice in this palette. You know, they're just beautiful. I think I've used all the mattes now. Ooh, this is so pretty. Let me sit this down. I've been holding on to it this whole time. I don't think I need to keep holding on to it. Actually, you know what? I think I will spray it just a little bit. It's a little, I wouldn't say it's glittery. It's kind of, what's the word? Not chunky. There's just like a lot of little sparkly particles. That sounds like glitter, but I don't think it's, and it kind of does look like glitter, but I don't think it's glitter. I don't know. Oh boy. And, you know, I have wanted to try a Wayne Goss product forever. I really have. I love Wayne Goss. I don't really watch his channel anymore. I just don't. There's a lot of people I used to watch all the time, and I just don't have the time anymore to watch their content. And, you know, I do feel badly about that because I've missed out on a lot of people's content. But it's just, you know, it's not easy anymore having a channel, and because I film more than I used to. And so, and you know, when you film more, you have to edit more. So a lot of my time is taken up with that rather than watching content. So, you know, I do try to watch my close friends' channels as often as I possibly can. But even then, I get behind, and, you know, it's just kind of the way it is now. And this is absolutely stunning. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I think that's good for now. I do, however, want to go back into the black matte with the Refer 13 that Jan gave me. This size brush, it's amazing, especially for like outer V stuff. It's so great. I love it. I really do. It's just the perfect size. And it's just, the shape of the brush is just, I don't know. It's great. It's perfect. It really is. I'm so grateful to Jenny for sending me the brushes. They're amazing. Okay, I like that a lot. I think it looks gorgeous. So yeah, I felt like that was pretty easy to put together. So what I'll do is go off camera, do my other eye, and then I'll come back and we'll do some more fun stuff together. All right, so now both eyes are done, and I'm loving the eyeshadow palette. The mattes, that blue shimmer. Oh, gorgeous. So now let's put some base products on. I'm going to be using this primer too. This is the Unique Touch Glorious Mattifying Face Primer that my friend Bridget sent to me a while ago. And I just started using this recently and I'm loving it. It's a really nice primer. It's just like a little pump thing here. And it looks like that. And it's just very soft and kind of silky feeling. Really nice. And I just put a couple pumps in my hand and then just kind of smooth it over my skin. And I really like it. I've used it now. Oops, let me get that little cat hair off my face. I've used it now, let's see, maybe 3 or 4 times. And I've never mentioned it in a video before just because I forget. But here it is. Put a little bit more on down here on my chin. But yeah, I feel like it's a nice, maybe a little blurring, but just I think it does a good job of like helping the foundation stay on my face better or longer, you know, without the like skin peekage through, which, you know, that's no big deal to me. I don't mind if my skin peeks through, but anyway. So now let's get into the Coloured Raine Skin Sticks. Again, this is in the shade 320N. Okay, never used one of these before. And I'm just gonna do my best to apply this here. And it just, you know, you can crank it up, crank it down. I'm not sure about this shade. So I'm just gonna like put it like this on my face. And then I will blend it out with my sponge. Okay, put the lid back on here. Because I tend to leave the lids off of things and then I'll drop it and it gets on the carpet. We don't want it that. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of smooth this out across my face. And I know I could probably use a brush for this, but I don't really like to use brushes with my foundations just because I just don't. And I might need to actually put a little bit more of this on, but I didn't want to put too much on at the very beginning and then have too much on my face. So I thought I'd just start off with a few swipes and then I'll see what I think. But yeah, I mean, it's nice coverage. I feel like it's pretty skin-like. I don't know that I have enough on, but we'll see. I'm curious if you guys like to use stick foundations and what you think of them. You know, like, are you fans of stick foundations? Are you not? Let me know what you think. Have you tried this particular stick foundation before? And what do you think of it? I don't know. I mean, I like it. I don't know. I think I like liquid foundations better, I feel like. But, you know, let's keep going here and see what I think. I should try this again with a brush and see what I think. Maybe I could get it better with a brush. I don't know. And this hair, dude, why are you doing that? My hair, I'm telling you, I hate my hair. I just cannot stand it. It's so breaky, offy, and I have, I know that's the technical term, right? I have a low thyroid, and so it just does nasty stuff to my hair. And I am taking biotin right now, which I'm hoping will help this. I mean, I feel like it has helped it in some ways, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been taking it for very long, so I need to take it for a while and then see. I also really want to get some powdered collagen. I used to use that a lot too, like put it in my coffee in the mornings. I used to get that off Amazon and it was like really cheap, and now it's like, I feel like it's really expensive, and I'm like, but I know it does really help my skin, my hair, my nails when I take the powdered collagen. So, and they used to sell it in jars at Marshall's. Oops, I have a fuzz. At Marshall's, and I just haven't seen it there in a really long time. Well, I don't go to Marshall's as often as I used to, so that may be an unfair statement or not exactly accurate. Yeah, I just don't like how this looks on my nose. Everything else I think looks pretty nice. Like, it looks nice around my mouth. I just don't really like it on my nose. I don't know. And it's like, do I keep putting more on? I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's just, I don't know. It's not my favorite coverage on my nose, but I really do like the finish of it. I think it looks very skin-like. You know, it's not super full coverage. Maybe if I kept putting more on, I could make it more full coverage, but I do really like the coverage of it. Like, you know, you can still see my freckles and stuff on my face, and you know, it's not totally blanking everything out. So I like it, yeah. It's nice. I just think the coverage on my nose looks a little funky. So to save some time, I did a few steps off camera. I did use this concealer under my eyes, and that's it, just under my eyes. This is the Kill Cover Pro Artist Liquid Shading Concealer in 20 Nude that I've been using like crazy lately. I did get this in some PR from Stylevana, and I just love it. It's just a really nice, lightweight, brightening concealer. Doesn't really settle in my fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes. I love this. I also used powder. I powdered my face. This is the Mineral Loose Flawless Foundation Powder from Makeup Mecca in the shade Neutral Fair. My friend that lives in Sweden, Linda, she sent this to me a while ago, and I think this is my favorite powder I've ever used. It's just such a wonderful, very skin-like, not cakey powder. I love it. And then I did bronze my face using the, pardon how this looks, the Iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder in medium bronze. I just love this. It's humongous, huge, biggest bronzer I think I've ever seen, besides my Wet n Wild one. But it's only half of it is bronzer. So this on its own is the biggest bronzer I've ever seen, or at least in my collection, right? And I just love it. I think it's an amazing bronzer. And I will say that after powdering my face, I do like the foundation. Well, I mean, I liked it beforehand. I just don't like how it looks on my nose. I still don't love how it looks on my nose. But what I will say is that most of the time with liquid foundations, it gets real subtly in my wrinkles up on my forehead, and it's not doing that at all. And I really do like the shade. I think it's a nice shade match. And I do think it looks very skin-like, you know, and it's not like overpowering. It's just, you know, nice foundation. I like it. I don't really know about my application process, however. I might have to tweak that a little bit, but I do like it. So now I'm going to use the Moira blush. Again, this is the Signature Ombre Blusher in 08 Soft Berry. And I just think that is so beautiful. I love it. Let me grab my blush brush for this. And let's go ahead and get this sucker on my cheeks. I'm really excited. And I'm kind of like just, you know, going in all around the blush to get, you know, the different shade tones on here. Look at that. This is, okay. I might have way too much on my brush here because this looks like it's very pigmented blush. Let's not go too ham here. Holy cow. Yes, very pigmented. Huh. Okay, let me clean this off a little bit on my towel. Holy cow, man. I'm used to just going in all into my blushes because, you know, I mean, I have some very pigmented blushes, but not quite this pigmented. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my sponge, I think, and kind of tone this down because that is woohoo. Let's do that right now. Jeez, I went in a little too hard with the blush. Holy cow. I will not do that on my other cheek, although maybe I should so it looks even. I don't know. But yeah, that's a little too heavy. So just so you know, these blushes, if you haven't tried them yet, they're super pigmented. Super pigmented. Plus, this is a shade that's maybe a little deeper than what I would normally go for. Okay, just a little bit. Holy cow. I cannot believe I did that. I'm gonna have some very rosy cheeks today, you guys. Very rosy. And it could be that this brush is too dense for this type of blush too, I don't know. But I've used this blush, or this blush brush for years. I love it. I don't know, it's just, I feel like it does a really good job of applying my blush, but damn, that is some blush. Holy cow, you guys. And I didn't hardly put any of it on the brush this time around on this cheek. Wow. I mean, you know, this is, some people really like very blush cheeks, right? Or am I just trying to convince myself of that? Oh boy. Because yeah, this is intense. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to maybe have it a little softer, but I don't know. I might have to like maybe powder that, you know, put some powder over the top of that to kind of tone that down a little bit. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't blush, like really blush today, because then it's going to be like real intense. I really do like the consistency of it. You know, like I think it's a pretty color and I liked how it applied and stuff. I just put way too much. Okay, so I will go off camera and do my finishing touches, lower lash lines, eyeliner, mascara. And I do actually have a new lip product I'm going to be using in today's video. This is the VE Cosmetics Witchcraft Unicorn Goo lip product, and this is in the shade Snow. And I just thought the blue would look really cool with the blue on my lids today. Yes, this might be a little bit greeny blue, so it may not be exactly, but I don't care. I'm gonna use this. So yeah, I'm gonna go off camera. Wish me luck, I will come back. So this is the finished look, and I love how this look turned out. I really do. I was able to kind of tone the blush down a little bit. Love the lippy. I'll show you the lippy here in just a minute. And then of course I'll go into more depth about the things I used on camera today. But let me show you a few things I used off camera, and also of course the lippy. For my mascara, I used the Banger mascara from Makeup Mecca that my friend Linda sent to me from Sweden. And my dear friend Marina, who also lives in Sweden, is helping me track down another tube of this to send to Jan Van's niece. She loves to say banger. Jan's niece, that's like what all the cool kids are saying. And Jan saw me use this in a prior video and was like, oh, I want to get my niece this mascara. I said, well, I got it from a friend of mine that lives in Sweden. I did go on to the Makeup Mecca website and just couldn't figure out how to, I don't think they ship it to the United States. So I reached out to Marina and I said, Mayday, need your help. Can you try to track down this mascara for me? It sounds like she's able to get this and send it to me, and then I'll send it to Jan so her niece can have it. Really fun. This is such a great mascara. Very similar to the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects mascara, but I think I like this better, actually. It's wonderful. For my lower waterlines, I use the Crown Cosmetics gel liner in Gone Platinum, and I got this not long, well, actually, yeah, it's been a while ago, in an Ice Cream Beauty box, and I just hadn't used this for a while, thought I'd pull it out and use it again. And I think the reason why I haven't used it in a while is because I don't know how great this is going to last in my lower waterlines today. I think that was the problem the last couple times I've used it. But we'll see. You know, I think the color is really nice. I think it matched really well with my eye look. And then for my upper lid liner, of course, Fatal Beauty, Black Like My Soul, felt tip liner. Best felt tip liner I have ever used in my entire life. I love it. So now for the lippy. Man, this was so fun. This feels so nice on the lips. You know, it's a liquid lipstick, but it's not drying. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not sticky. It's really cool. I really like it. Love the shade. Very different, I know, but I thought it would be really fun to pull this in for this eye look today. I thought it matched well. And it's the Unicorn Goo, and again, it's in the shade Snow. And I will link VE Cosmetics website in my description box. I'm so happy that I picked up a few lippies from this brand because this feels nice. I love the shade. I think it's really fun. Let's talk about the blush. Moira Cosmetics Signature Ombre Blusher in Soft Berry. This is super pigmented. Like, I just went way too much into the pan. I don't know. So the next time I use this, I'll just try to go in very lightly. Even on this cheek though, I didn't have very much blush on the brush, and boy, it has a ton of payoff. So be prepared. If you're not wanting a super blushed face, just go in real lightly. And if you want a really blushed face with a ton of pigment in your blush, this is the one for you. Super pigmented. I think it's a beautiful shade. I just felt like initially I had way too much on my face, but I was able to tone it down. Let's talk about the foundation. Now, I realize that my application of this today might have been completely not the right way to apply it. I just kind of slapped it on and smoothed it out with a sponge. I would like to try this with a brush, even though that's not my preferred method of foundation application. I don't love how this looks on my nose still. It looks a little bit better. I mean, I already mentioned that. It does look a little bit better, but I don't know. The nose part is what I don't love. Everything else about it I really like. I like the coverage. I like the way it looks on my face. I think it's very skin-like. Really nice like consistency to it. You know, it's not super heavy. It doesn't look cakey. So that part of it I really like it. It's just my nose looks a little funky. And again, the application might have just been really not what I should have done here. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Wayne Goss, the Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl Moonstone. One of these days I'm going to remember what it's called. I had so much fun with this. Beautiful mattes, very pigmented, blended beautifully. The black matte is stellar. The shimmer shade, absolutely gorgeous. It's more, I don't know how to describe it. It's sparkly. It's not glittery. It's not chunky, but it's not super smooth either. But it does, I mean, it's gotten smoother as it's warmed up on my eyelid, I would say. I did use a combination of these two mattes on my lower lash lines, and then I popped a little bit of this kind of satiny silver shade, gray silver, towards the front of the lower lash lines. I really like how that looks. I do want to use this shade too. I just felt like I didn't need to use it today for this look. I did think about putting it in my inner corners, but I actually did grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit, and I used the shade right here in my inner corners called Luna. Beautiful shade. And yeah, I mean, just having some really fun makeup products in my collection, new to me in my collection, really fun to play with these products today. I would say that my favorite product that I used would be between the eyeshadow palette and the lippy. I really like both, really fun. And I do really like the blush. It was just too much. And the foundation stick, I'm just gonna have to keep playing with and get more familiarized with how to apply it and have it maybe look a little nicer on my nose. That may never happen, but I'm gonna keep playing with it and see what I think. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.